Haydn's Symphony No. 88 was completed in 1787 and is considered one of the most cheerful movements Haydn ever wrote. The entire movement is a kind of perpetual motion finale, much like the Brandenburg Concerto, where there is a constant driving forward motion propelled by 16th notes shared across the orchestra. In this edition, the staccatos on the page are only indicated when you have a same note slurred note in a double up bow, which makes sense so that we don't interpret this as a smooth, connected tie. However, I apply the same idea of the staccato on all eighth notes. In other words, I try to make the first measure and second measure sound the same way, articulation-wise. The strokes are clear, articulate, but slightly brushy, with just a dash of length. It is challenging to maintain a crisp bowing articulation throughout the constant interchange of eighth notes and 16th notes, as well as maintaining rhythmic solidness so that the double up bows and/or slurred 16th notes don't run together and rush. One way I practice the slurred 16ths so that they don't clump together is to incorporate rhythm practice. I first divide the first four notes into pairs, alternating between long-short or short-long exercises with the metronome. After that, I do the same thing where I dedicate one note in a set to be long and the other short, but I use a set of four notes so that I'll end up with four combinations of first note long, short, 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 second note long, short, 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 third note long, short, and finally, short, 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 last note long. The long note in the set can be in any order, and I often do it out of order, making the first note long first, then the last, then second note, then third note long, but the ultimate sequence is up to you, of course. There are a few rapid shifts needed, but luckily none of them are too far away or unfamiliar, except for maybe the very last portion where we have to shift down to second position. In addition to practicing distance, I always recommend finding a good hand shape for yourself that builds a secure touch point with the neck and side of the violin. For me, third position always hits the back of my wrist at a certain point. Over the years, I've developed this touch point that ensures another way for me to secure my intonation. Hearing the correct note is incomplete because we will only know after we play the note whether we've hit our target or not. So the touch points are important to develop so we can, quote, feel our way to correct pitches in addition to hearing the correct pitches. Practice these shifts slowly and do some mirror work to also see what the correct pitches look like for your hand against your violin. Incorporate how correct pitches look, how correct pitches sound, and how correct pitches feel to ensure a multisensory experience as you master this excerpt.